Why does it seem like the game is rigged? Why do some people seem to get rich effortlessly, like they stumbled into a fortune while sleeping, while you work 80 hours a week running on a treadmill that's slowly speeding up just to stay in the same place? If you've ever stared at the ceiling at 6:30 a.m., feeling that heaviness in your chest, wondering why hard work alone isn't moving the needle, you are not crazy. You just haven't been given the right rulebook. Welcome to The Last Read, Books for Your Ears, Wisdom for Your Life. I'm your host, and today we are decoding a modern masterpiece, the Almanack of Naval Ravikant. This isn't your standard business book. It wasn't even written by the author. It was curated by Eric Jorgenson from a decade of interviews and tweet storms from Naval Ravikant. Naval is a philosophical unicorn, a Silicon Valley titan who founded AngelList and invested in Uber and Twitter, yet somehow managed to avoid the misery that usually accompanies massive success. He solved the game of wealth, and then he solved the game of inner peace. Today, we are going to break down his formula for both. First, we have to dismantle your current definition of success. Naval argues that most of us are trapped playing status games when we should be playing wealth games. Status is a zero-sum game. It's the least Ferrari, the fancy job title, the politics. For you to win at status, someone else has to lose. It makes you an angry, combative person. Wealth, however, is positive sum. Wealth is not a salary. Wealth is having assets that earn while you sleep. It is the factory full of robots, the computer code, or the investment portfolio. Wealth is the machine. Money is just the oil.
So, how do you build this machine? You don't do it by just working hard at whatever job is available. You do it by finding your specific knowledge. This is the golden intersection. Specific knowledge is something that feels like play to you but looks like work to everyone else. Maybe you were the kid who obsessed over vintage car engines, or the teenager who was a natural negotiator. That curiosity is your edge. Because if it feels like play, you can do it for 16 hours a day without burning out, while your competitors quit after 8. But passion alone isn't enough. You have to take accountability. You have to stamp your name on the work. As Naval says, the captain goes down with the ship. When you take the risk, society rewards you with leverage. And leverage is the rocket fuel. In the old days, leverage meant having employees or a massive bank loan. But Naval introduces us to the new leverage, code and media. This is permissionless. You don't need a boss to let you write software, and you don't need a bank to let you start a podcast. You build the product once, write the code, record the video, and it works for you forever. It is an army of robots that doesn't sleep, doesn't quit, and doesn't ask for a raise. So the formula for wealth is simple but difficult. Apply specific knowledge with leverage and take accountability. But here is the trap. You can win that game. You can get the money and the freedom and still be miserable. Naval's most striking insight in the Almanack is about the mind. He says, desire is a contract you make with yourself to be unhappy until you get what you want. We spend our lives on a hedonic treadmill, thinking, I'll be happy when I get the promotion, or I'll be happy when I buy the house. But happiness isn't a destination. It's a skill. It is the absence of desire. It is peace.
To achieve this peace, you have to wage war on envy. In the age of Instagram, we are constantly comparing our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. Naval suggests a mental hack. If you are jealous of someone, you must be willing to swap your entire life with theirs. Their age, their family trauma, their bad knees, everything. If you aren't willing to do a 100% swap, there is no point in being envious. And speaking of knees, Naval is adamant that none of this matters if you ignore the hardware. His priority list is strict. Physical health first, then wealth, then happiness. As the old saying goes, a healthy man wants 1,000 things, a sick man only wants one. So how do you tie this all together? How do you become wealthy, happy, and healthy? You play the long game. You understand the power of compound interest. Whether it's reading the foundational books to build your mental skyscraper, or eating right, or building your business, the results will be flat for a long time. You have to be willing to be bored. You have to be patient with results, but impatient with actions. Naval Ravikant didn't get lucky. He applied a system. He realized that wealth is a skill you learn and happiness is a choice you make.
If you want to master these skills, I highly recommend picking up the hard copy of the Almanack of Naval Ravikant. The link is in the description. It's a book you don't read once. You keep it on your nightstand for life. If you enjoyed this summary, hit that subscribe button for the last read. We'll keep bringing you the signal and cutting out the noise. I'll leave you with this final thought from the book. The world is full of opportunities. Sometimes you just need to close your eyes to see them.